Hello and welcome. I am Nadia and I am going to go through the first few installations so you can start developing your first WordPress theme. So today we are going to install MAMP. If you are a Windows user, you need to install XAMPP. We are also going to install WordPress to a local server, and we are going to download Underscores, which is a great starting theme when learning to develop in WordPress, since it makes all the necessary files for you so you can focus on designing rather than figuring which files you need to have and whatnot. Beyond all of this, we are going to instantiate a WordPress site and download some essential developer plugins, which is going to make your development much better. When all of this is done, Magdalena is going to take you further into the process and help you download and get Gulp running. This is an essential step for WordPress development, so don't skip it. Right. So let's start by going to MAMP's website and go to the downloads in the menu. And then you just simply press this download button here. I'm not going to go into full-on mode to show you how to install MAMP since I already have it, but I have linked to a super awesome YouTube video where you can see step by step how to install MAMP. So by this point, MAMP should be up and running and look something like this when you open it up and you've started your servers. There should be an Apache server, MySQL server, and a Cloud That's Red. The first thing that should happen when you're done installing MAMP is that you should be getting one of these. If you get this, your MAMP is up and running and good to go. So hopefully everything is now up and running for you, and we are now going to go to wordpress.org, which is where we are going to download WordPress. Go to the button right here and say download WordPress and click it again. Download WordPress 4.9.5 or whatever the version is at your point. And now it is this folder in your downloads folder. So the first thing we're going to do is to unzip it. And there we have it. What we need to do now is go to our htdocs file folder, which you will find under Applications under MAMP. I have it right here, but you should find it in Applications. I have already made a folder, as you can see here. Give it a name, your new folder, and call it whatever you want. Mine is UCodeGo, which is also the name of the theme we are going to go through during this whole process of making WordPress templates. When all this is done, the whole folder part, you're going to go to your downloads and take everything you have inside that folder, copy it, and paste it. So before we go any further, we need to do two things. First, we need to go to phpMyAdmin to make a new database for our WordPress site. And then we need to go to underscores.me to download our starter theme. What we need to do now is go to MAMP, press the middle button and go to Tools, phpMyAdmin, and then we need to make a new database. I have already made a database, but all you need to do is put in the name of your database. It can be whatever you want. And remember, you need to make it UTF-8 General CI. Click Create, and that's it. Okay, so next up is underscores.me. We want to fill in first the theme name of our new theme. Then you want to click Advanced Options, and I'm just going to fill everything in. First, we have the theme slug. This is the same as your theme name, but just in lowercase letters. Then we have the author, that's you. Author URI, that's your website or your GitHub or whatever you might have. And then lastly, we have a description. This can be yeah, something that describes the theme, but you don't have to fill it in if you don't want to. Awesome. Lastly, we want to click off the Sassify, and this is super important because it's a big part of the further development during this process. Then you want to click Generate, and it'll now be in your Downloads folder. As soon as it's been downloaded, you want to go to your htdocs and go to your new theme, go to VP Content, go to Themes, and then you want to take your zip file and unfold it, and simply just drag it into your themes folder. And that's basically it. Now your theme is a part of your WordPress installation that we're going to do next. Okay, so what we're going to do now is that you want to go to your preferred browser and type in localhost / the name of your WordPress theme. And what you should be seeing now is a start of a new WordPress installation. So pick the language of your choice and click Continue. And what you see here is the database name, which we made just a few minutes ago. And then it's asking for username and password, which is probably just root in root, since this is what MAMP usually does if you don't specify what password or username you want. So continue. So first, for database name, put in your database name. Mine is uCodeGirl. Username and password is just root and root, and the last two we don't want to touch. Just keep them as they are. Great, run the installation. And so far so good. Put in the site title that you want to name your new WordPress and make a user. I'm going to call mine admin. And make sure you keep the password super simple. This is a local installation, and that's why you can't just ask it to send you a new password. So make it 1234 or whatever is easy for you. Just keep it simple so you know you can remember it. Nice. Because it's such a weak password, we need to confirm that it's a weak password, and then just put in your email. It's not actually doing anything, but we have to do it either way. And then click Install, and then we can log in. Awesome. So mine was admin and 1234. And now I'm going to log in. Okay, great. Now we're in. You have now installed your WordPress on your local server. Yay! So the next thing we need to do is go to plugins. And now we just want to install a few plugins. The ones you need are Debug Bar, Monster Widget, Show Current Template, Theme Check, WordPress Importer, and Generate Thumbnails. Install them and then we'll activate them together. The next thing we need to do is activate them all. So if you just click on the ones that we need to activate, you can simply say bulk actions, activate and apply. Great. When those are installed and activated, the next thing we need to do is to go to Appearance and Themes, and then we need to install our new theme. So click Activate, and then we need to go to Tools and Import. What we are doing here is that we are going to fetch some already made posts, pages, images, and so forth. This will help us when we start designing our theme. So what you need to do is scroll down and click the Run Importer. Now for this to actually work, we need to open up a new website, and what I'm going to do is just simply search for theme unit test. Oh, there's a spelling mistake. Unit test. And it should be the first one that comes up. Right. Then we're going to take this link right here, click it, go here and say download zip. When that's been downloaded, you want to open up the zip file, go into it, take the theme unit test data.wordpress.xml file and drag it to somewhere else where you can get it. I've simply put mine in the desktop. When that's been done, we're gonna choose File and take the file we want, open it, and upload file and import. Then this should come up. You don't have to do anything here. You can choose admin, but it's not necessary. The only thing we need to do here is press this one that says download and import file attachment. Great. Click submit, and this might take a little while. Awesome! So before we can start developing, there's one more thing we need to do. Go to your htdoc folder and find your wp config file. Open it up in your preferred coding program and scroll down until you find this little guy. Define wp underscore debug. Right now it is set to false, and that means that one of our plugins won't be able to actually go in and debug. So this needs to be set to true. Save it, and that's it. You're almost ready to start developing now. Next up is Magdalena, who is going to help you get Gulp up and running, and then developing starts. Good luck, and I'll see you another time.